So welcome back everyone. As you can see, I got the Youngbirds out at the moment. Only mine, of course. I have a feeling when I release just mine, it might be just because it's a smaller flock, but they tend to fly longer than when I release them together with my dads. So, or it might just be because I'm a lot more strict with the flying. But I do think that the smaller the flock is, the longer they tend to fly for some reason. But yeah, I also wanted to do a little update that I mentioned in the previous race video, which was last weekend, I should say. So we're heading over to the top loft here. So these have already been out for, looks like 611's making a lot of noise. These have been out for a loft fly this morning, didn't fly too long, so I'm probably gonna release them again once the young birds are inside. But yeah, as you could see on the results, 611 did very good, so 34th out of like 650 I believe, so that's very good. We're not used to him flying that good on 100k. He does prefer 200, definitely. 200 is by far the best distance for him. He comes out of a strain that prefers longer flights as well. That's actually his son right there. But yeah, seeing that he flies well on 100k, I think is gonna do well or even better at 200, which he usually does, so that's good. But yeah, for the rest of these guys, we did have one sick bird here in that nest box, I believe. So I mentioned that in one of the later videos as well. I believe it was one of the checks, either one of those here or maybe the dark one. But yeah, we took them to the vet and turns out that guy had worms, so we dewormed this entire loft and the breeding loft. I believe we might have done the young birds as well, but they were pretty clear. But on this loft especially, there were loads and loads of worms. So yeah, I think they might fly better when they've gotten completely rid of them as well. 611 was completely clear, we also took him, and then the sickest one. But yeah, some of these other ones clearly had a lot, because there were like 50 worms on the loft in total. Like one piece of dropping had like 15 worms in it or something, so that's quite bad. But yeah, it should be better, they got dewormed, so. And for the rest, yeah, as I said, they're not flying too long, but I will get them to fly longer here. They only flew for about 5 to 10 minutes this morning, which I will have them fly for about half an hour manually here once my birds are in. But yeah, so I wanted to ask you guys a question as well. So a lot of you guys know that most of these birds are 200k birds and not 100. So being that the last race was their first race, which was 100k, we usually do 2 times 100k and then we go to 200. But yeah, being that we already had such a late start of the season, 2 races cancelled, we wanted to like try and get them to 200k next week already, especially with 611 being in the kind of shape he's in, especially for him. He's always, every single year he has been a contender for the ace bird like rankings. I believe when he was a yearling, he was 6th Federation ace bird on 200k. and last year he was 8th or something, or 9th, out of like 300 plus birds. So yeah, that's the main reason why I would want. I always want to get a good placing with 611 on the Youngbirds rankings. I would prefer to get like a first place in the club, which would mean like 4th or something, or like 4th, 3rd or 2nd, or even 1st on the federation. But yeah, that would be a main goal, to have like a club ace bird, especially for him. He definitely deserves it. He's been second, like the first year where he was second club ace bird, not far behind the first one, and then last year he was third ace bird in the club. So yeah, I would want to win it one time with him as well. And then yeah, I don't know where the Youngbirds are flying at the moment. Oops, looks like they're here. They haven't really started ranging yet. I will probably manually have to force them. They usually fly for a bit like this and then they sit down, and then I get the bag here, the bag on the stick, and I scare them up again, which they usually tend to fly a little bit longer the second time you scare them up. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing here as well. So yeah, we did treat them for worms as well, which there weren't any on the Youngbird Loft. Let's see if one dropped already. Oh no, looks like the chick that had a hard time flying is flying at the moment, or maybe sitting in a tree, I don't know. Oh, or there he is. Oh, looks like he was flying by the way he's breathing. I'll give him a little bit of rest, and then I'll scare them up again as well. So yeah, you're not used to seeing these birds a lot, but wanted to give you guys a small little anecdote. There used to be like 29 or 30 birds on this loft, and my dad only has 23 left, which is quite weird because we usually don't lose a lot around the loft. For example, my loft had 19 birds and I still have 18 because one died of sickness. So yeah, none of my birds basically got lost loft flying, and he got like 6 or 7. So yeah, that's quite weird. Especially knowing that they're exactly the same birds. So yeah. And they get the same treatment. Although I am harder with the flying training, and I might feed them a little bit less in the morning, which also results in them flying a little bit better. And then a little update here. Second round Youngbirds. These are all of them. Got some quite nice colors here. Looks like a raven. Quite a few grizzles. Looks like they're all sitting on the little triangles. Yeah, I'm gonna open this up as well. These guys have been outside already as well, but like I said, I'm gonna focus more on my birds instead of like the other ones. Which doesn't mean if there's a second round bird that flies well, I won't cover it, because I will. And you will see these guys in the racing videos as well. As well as my father's birds, you will also see in the racing videos. Obviously they get released in the same race, so you know. Okay, they're flying quite high. That's not too bad, but I'm counting, there should be 18, but I'm not counting 18, I think. Maybe like 14. Oh, there's one flying lower. Yeah, like 14, 15. Might be one or two sitting in the trees, you never know. But yeah, all in all, they're actually flying quite well. Oops, looks like there's one here. So So yeah, I got two ones that don't really want to fly. The big chick, which is actually quite a nice looking cockbird, and then this little red hen. She flies a little bit longer than him, but not quite as long as I would like to. But yeah, one of the neighbors did have the pigeons out just now, so I wanted to get them to fly in the same flock. Oh, you can see them flying right there. Quite weird how then they don't go in the same flock. But usually when they fly higher they do, and then they start ranging, which is quite good. But looks like his aren't flying too well either. He said they once he releases them, they fly around the loft for about 5 minutes and then leave to go range like half an hour, which I'm not seeing that at the moment, but his pigeons usually fly well compared to ours. But then they fly quite similar when there's a race. So looks like we got another dropper, which is a black one with white flights. Yeah, and when they start to sit on that top of the loft right there, the other ones tend to want to sit on it as well. Looks like he went inside. Yeah, all in all, going quite well. They've been flying for about 20 minutes now. I've been filming for 11 and a half, so I did release them before that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end the video here, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the update. As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.